Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Hi guys, so happy to have you here with us again today.
Today's story is mine, and it's a hard one to tell, but an important one.
David, tell everyone what happened. Start from the beginning.
Years ago, I had a really good job. I was doing well. Then, one day, everything changed because of English.
Welcome back everyone. I'm Emma.
And I'm David, and today I'm sharing my real story with all of you.
Let's start at the beginning. What was your English level back then?
Very basic. I could read some English, I could write simple sentences, but speaking, almost nothing.
Why didn't you learn to speak earlier?
I thought I didn't need it. My job was in my home country. I never imagined English would matter so much.
What kind of work were you doing at that time?
I worked in operations, managing a team, solving daily problems. It was work I was genuinely good at, work I felt proud of.
How many years had you worked at this company?
Almost 7 years. I had built real trust there, real relationships. I felt secure, like this job was simply part of who I was.
What happened that changed everything?
My company got a new international client. Suddenly, meetings were in English, emails were in English. Everything changed overnight.
How did you first hear about this change?
My manager sent an email announcing the new client and mentioning that our team would now work directly with English-speaking partners.
How did you feel when you heard this news?
I felt real fear, cold fear in my stomach. I knew I couldn't do this job the same way anymore.
What was going through your mind during that meeting?
I kept thinking, say something, anything, but my mouth wouldn't move. I just nodded again and again, hoping nobody noticed how lost I felt.
Did anyone notice, do you think?
Looking back, I think people noticed a little, but at the time, I felt like everyone could see my fear clearly, like it was written on my face.
How did your boss react?
After the meeting, my boss called me into his office. He looked worried, not angry, just worried.
What did he say to you?
He said, "We need you to communicate with the new clients. If you can't, we may need someone else in this role."
How did you respond to him in that moment?
Honestly, I said very little. I just said, "I understand," even though inside I felt completely broken.
That must have felt devastating.
It was devastating. This job was everything to me. My family depended on my salary, and suddenly my career felt like it was ending because of English.
What did you do after hearing this?
I went home that night and I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, I worked so hard for this job, and now I might lose it because of English.
Did you tell your family what happened?
I told my wife. She was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "So learn English, really learn it, starting tomorrow."
Were you surprised by her reaction?
A little, actually. I expected sympathy, maybe worry, but she gave me something more useful than sympathy. She gave me a clear, simple plan.
Did she say anything else that night?
She said, "You've solved harder problems than this at work for 7 years. This is just a new problem, not a different kind of person."
How did that specific comment affect you?
It changed how I saw the whole situation. I stopped thinking I'm bad at languages and started thinking this is just a problem I haven't solved yet.
That's such an important mindset shift.
It really was. That single reframe from identity to problem solving made the whole challenge feel manageable instead of impossible.
That's such simple, powerful advice.
It was. Simple, but exactly what I needed to hear at that moment.
What did you do the next day?
I found an online English tutor. My first lesson, I felt so embarrassed. My speaking was very weak, very slow.
How did the tutor respond to your weak speaking?
She was patient, very patient. She said, "Everyone starts somewhere, let's just start."
What was your daily routine after that first lesson?
I studied 30 minutes every single day before work. Vocabulary, listening, speaking practice. Every single day, no exceptions.
Did you practice at work too, or only at home?
Both, actually. I started writing simple English notes to myself during the day just to force my brain to think in English more often.
What about emails? Were those difficult too?
Very difficult at first. I would write a short email, then spend 20 minutes checking it, worried about every small mistake.
How did that email anxiety change over time?
Slowly, it got easier. After a few months, I could write a clear email in 5 minutes instead of 20, with much less worry attached.
Did work get easier quickly?
No, not quickly at all. The next few meetings were still very hard. I still made mistakes. I still felt embarrassed sometimes.
What kept you going during those hard weeks?
I kept remembering my wife's words, really learn it. Those words became like fuel for me every single difficult day.
Can you share a specific hard moment from this time?
Yes, one meeting I completely misunderstood a question from the client. I answered something completely wrong. Everyone looked confused.
How did you feel in that moment?
My face felt hot. I wanted to disappear. But I said, "Sorry, I misunderstood. Could you repeat that?" And they simply repeated it kindly.
What did you learn from that specific moment?
I learned that asking for clarification isn't weakness, it's actually smart. Nobody judged me harshly for asking. They just wanted to communicate clearly too.
Did you use that phrase, "Could you repeat that," often after this?
Constantly, actually. It became one of my most useful phrases. I stopped seeing it as embarrassing and started seeing it as a normal, smart tool.
How did the client react to you asking for clarification that day?
They were completely fine with it, actually. Kinder than I expected. One person even said, "No problem, English isn't my first language either."
That must have felt really reassuring.
It really was. In that moment, I realized many people in international business aren't native speakers either, and we were all doing our best together.
How long did you continue this daily practice?
Almost 8 months without stopping. Some days felt slow, almost no progress. Other days felt like real sudden jumps forward.
Did your boss notice any change during this time?
About 4 months, he mentioned it briefly. "Your English is getting better." Small words, but they meant so much to me.
How did that small comment affect you?
I remember driving home that day feeling lighter than I had in months. It was such a small sentence, but it felt like real proof that my effort was actually working.
Did that comment change your motivation at all?
It did. Before that, I was practicing out of fear, afraid of losing my job. After that comment, I started practicing with real hope instead, which felt completely different.
What was the real turning point in this whole story?
About 8 months in, I led an entire meeting completely in English by myself with no help from anyone else.
How did you feel right before that meeting started?
Extremely nervous, honestly. My hands were even shaking a little. But I remembered how far I'd already come, and that gave me just enough courage to begin.
How did that meeting go?
It went well, really well. I answered questions clearly, I explained our plan confidently. The client seemed satisfied and impressed.
How did you feel after that meeting ended?
I felt something I hadn't felt in months. Real pride. Not perfect English, but real, genuine confidence in myself.
What happened with your job after that meeting?
6 months later, I actually got promoted. The same English that almost destroyed my career became the exact reason I moved forward in it.
Do you remember the moment you found out about the promotion?
Yes, clearly. My boss called me into his office again, the same office from that hard conversation 8 months earlier.
How did that feel, walking into that same office again?
It felt almost poetic, honestly. The same room where I once felt like a failure became the room where I felt like a real success.
What exactly did he say this time?
He said, "You've become one of our strongest communicators with international clients. We'd like you to lead the new partnership team."
How did you respond?
I almost couldn't speak, but this time it wasn't fear. It was pure happiness. I just said, "Thank you. I won't let you down."
That's such a beautiful contrast to your first meeting in that office.
It really is. The thing that almost ended my career became the thing that changed my whole life, in a good way.
Let's talk about the emotional lessons from this story, because I think they matter beyond just career success.
The biggest lesson? Fear can either stop you completely or it can push you forward. I chose to let it push me forward, even when it felt impossible.
What would you say to someone watching this who feels stuck in a similar fear right now?
I would say your current English level is not permanent. It's simply where you are today, not where you have to stay.
Did this journey change anything beyond your career, in your personal life?
Actually, yes. Learning to push through fear at work made me braver in other parts of my life too. Trying new things, speaking up more, even with friends and family.
That's such an unexpected, beautiful side effect.
It really was unexpected. I only wanted to save my job, but I ended up becoming a slightly braver, more confident version of myself overall.
Do you still study English today, even after everything you've achieved?
Yes, honestly, every single day, even now. Learning never fully stops, but it feels completely different now. It feels enjoyable, not frightening anymore.
What practical advice would you give someone starting their own journey today?
First, find something small and consistent, 30 minutes daily, like I did. Small, steady effort beats occasional big effort every single time.
What's your second piece of advice?
Second, don't wait for a crisis like mine. Start today, before English becomes an emergency in your own life or career.
Third piece of advice?
Third, be honest when you don't understand something. Asking for help isn't weakness. It's actually one of the smartest things you can do.
Fourth piece of advice?
Fourth, remember, mistakes at work don't usually destroy your career. Silence and avoidance do. Speaking imperfectly is always better than staying silent.
Is there a fifth piece of advice too?
Yes. Fifth, find your own version of my wife's words. Someone or something that pushes you forward on the hard days when motivation alone isn't enough.
What did those words actually mean to you deep down?
They meant someone believed I could really do this, even when I doubted myself completely. That belief carried me through so many difficult, tiring days.
That's such important practical wisdom.
It really is. I wish someone had told me this years earlier, before I had to learn it the hard, painful way.
Let's do a quick recap of everything today because repetition really helps beginners remember.
My weak English almost cost my job. My wife's simple advice, really learn it, started everything.
30 minutes daily for 8 months slowly built real confidence and real skill.
And in the end, the same English that almost destroyed my career became the reason I got promoted.
If you're feeling that same fear right now about your job, your English, your future, please know this story shows real, true change is possible.
Here's a small challenge for you today. Think of one small habit you can start today, 30 minutes, even just 15 minutes. Start today, not tomorrow.
That small decision made today could completely change your story too, just like it changed David's.
And remember, my story didn't start with confidence. It started with fear and one small, scared decision to finally begin. Yours can start exactly the same way.
Let us know in the comments if English has ever affected your job or career in a good way or a hard way.
We read every comment, and honestly, these real stories help us understand exactly how to support all of you better.
And honestly, if this story helped you today, the single most helpful thing you can do for us is hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because every follow genuinely helps this channel keep growing.
The more of you who support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this with a friend who's also learning English, the more resources we have to keep making honest, helpful videos like this one, made specially for beginners just like you.
So if you found this helpful, take 2 seconds right now, hit subscribe, tap that bell, and share this with someone who needs it too. It genuinely makes a difference, and it's the reason we can keep making these videos for you.
Thank you so much for being here today and for listening to David's story. We'll see you in the next one.